Hey, what's going on? I'll get straight to it. So I want to talk about a tool. It's a Google tool that I would bet, in my experience at least, 99% of home service contractors do not use it, and they should. The tool is called the Google Alert, or a Google Alert, the Google Alert, or Google Alert, whatever. My name is Chris Ray, by the way. I co-own a marketing and consulting agency for home service contractors. I make these videos for you, the woman who owns a business in the trades. What I have seen from my experience is the husband, partner, whoever is out there in the field and they know everything about the specific trade, while the wife or partner is in the office running the business and the marketing. And in my experience, if the business is going to grow, it's not going to be up to the guy in the trade or the guy who knows the trade. He's out there in the field. He's got his nose within that work. If the business is going to grow, it's up to you, the one over business and marketing. So I make these videos for you. I hope they help. So let me give you an example of what I am talking about with the Google Alert tool. The tool works similar to this. Like, have you ever had somebody talk behind your back, which I'm sure you have. But think of somebody who's talked behind your back or somebody who's currently talking behind your back. I hope they're not in your lives because that's not somebody you want around. But just for the purpose of this video and this example, think of somebody who's talked behind your back before. Now, imagine if you had some magical tool that alerted you anytime they said your name, right? And that's not a tool I would pretty much want, but I just, for the purpose of this video, let's imagine a tool like that existed. So anytime this person was talking trash about you behind your back, you got a text or an email saying such and such said this about you, right? That's kind of how the Google Alert tool works without all the drama. If somebody mentions your business or says anything about your business and the internet and the world and Google sees it, it will alert you. And it not only does this for your business, you can set up a Google Alert for events that are happening in your city, events happening in your neighborhood, things happening in your industry, or things happening in your state. Now, you might be wondering, hey, if I'm a home service contractor and I'm an electrician, why do I care about events happening in my city? Well, that's content for you, right? Because if you're an electrician and if you go to and you have a Facebook page, which I hope you do, and you're posting content and you're just posting offers that you have and things like that in your local city, nobody's going to care about your content. They're just not. They've seen 1,000 ads that day. Nobody wants to see another ad. But if you say, hey, this is an event happening in Fort Worth, Texas, it's great for kids ages 2 to 4. Here's the information. Now you're posting relevant information. And that's just one minute example of how you can use this alert tool. But I have clients who have alerts set up for the company because obviously if somebody's saying something about your company out there in the internet world, you want to know. You want to be proactive, not reactive. And then you might just want to know what's happening in your industry. You might want to know what's happening in your city or the neighborhood you're targeting or in your state. But these Google alerts are very useful and it's very simple to use. Let me show you how to use it. The tool here's the tool. It's very simple. Here's how to set up the tool. Here's how to use the tool. Very simple. Go to Google, then type in Google Alerts, which I didn't even spell Google right. But type in Google Alerts, and then you'll have this thing right here. Well, it'll say Google Alerts. So you click on it, and then very straightforward. So let's say that you are a plumber, right? You would type in the word plumber. It's going to give you a bunch of recent ads about the word plumber, or you could type in your company. Let's say Ben Franklin. I would put Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, but you see what I'm saying here, right? You can just type in your company and you can type in the word that you want to follow. But here, for this instance, let's say that we were just trying to figure out what's happening in the plumbing industry. You type in this word, it gives you some news, right? And then before you create your alert, you go over here to show options and you let Google know how often you want to get these alerts. Is it as it happens? Is it at most once a day? Is it once a week? But you let Google know how often you want to get these alerts. You let them know the sources you want to get it from, whether it's automatic and it's pulling all the sources, or if you only care about blogs, news, the web in general. You let Google know what to crawl. What I mean by crawl is what to search for when it's looking for the word or phrase that you want to follow. The language is probably going to be English. The region is probably going to be the United States. And then you might want all results or the best results. And then you can put your email address wherever you want it to send the alert. but it's pretty straightforward. So at the bare minimum, you should have a Google alert set up for your company. That way, if anybody says anything about your company on the internet, you can at least get an alert about it. And that way you can have an opportunity to get on top of it before it becomes an issue, assuming that it is an issue. If it's something great, that's cool. You still want to know what happened, what people were saying about you that was so great. So at the very least, set up an alert for your company. And this thing is not perfect, guys. Like, it's not. Like, let's say you have an animal in your name. Like, there's Blue Frog Plumbing, right? Say you're Blue Frog Plumbing, and you set up an alert for Blue Frog Plumbing. Well, if there's a blue frog that's at some kind of zoo or something, you might get that alert. So it's not perfect, especially if you have some name or some kind of word in your name that's really popular. You might get irrelevant alerts. Whatever, you just delete them, or you don't read them, or you don't look at that alert or whatever. But I'd rather get those irrelevant alerts with knowing that when I get a relevant alert, I can be on top of it, right? When I get a relevant alert, I can get on top of it and see what's happening, as opposed to having no alert set up and somebody saying something about my company to a local newspaper or some other web site or whatever, and then I don't know what's happening. I don't have a chance to defend myself, or I don't have a chance to thank them, depending on what they said. So anyways, I hoped this video helped. All right, I hope this video helped. All right, see you. Bye. Wait. Before you go, please like or subscribe to this channel. And here's why. That helps other people like you see this video. So if this video helped you at all and you want it to help other people just like you, then like and subscribe, because that's the only way that it's going to help them. That's going to be the way for them to see this. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.